Please subscribe to the channel, as only 11.6% of you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Platinum Bricks 95. And we're back again with the second video of Lego Spider-Man September. Okay, first things first, I do just want to give a big shout out as per usual to all the new subscribers. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for coming on this journey with me. Also, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. I really would appreciate it. But if you don't want to, I totally understand. Secondly, I do want to say thank you for all of the positive support for this idea that I came up with. Thanks for all of the support on the first video. It means a lot to me that you guys like the idea of doing Lego Spider-Man September, so thank you very much. Anyway, enough of the praises and thank yous to everyone. What is today's video? Even though this is the second video of Lego Spider-Man September, it's technically the first video to do with actually taking a look at Lego, whereas last video was much more of a summary. So, what better to kick Lego Spider-Man September off than taking a look at all of my Lego Spider-Man minifigures. Now, we are going to be ranking them 1 through 10, or 10 through 1 even. I've got more than 10 unique Lego Spider-Man minifigures, but I wanted to just do the top 10 because it works nice, and I'm pretty sure I've got about 17 unique ones, and it doesn't roll off the tongue quite as nicely. So we're going to be doing 10 through 1, or my 10 favourite Lego Spider-Man minifigures that I own. I can't rank ones that I don't have, so yeah, just the ones that I own. And just a disclaimer before we do get into taking a look and my ranking, this is my opinion, alright? If there's one on here that you like and think should be number 1, that's fine, but this is just my opinion. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into my top 10 Lego Marvel Spider-Man minifigures. Let's go! Alright then guys, here we are. Here are all of my Lego Spider-Man minifigures. Now you will see there are duplicates everywhere. That's because this is actually every single Spider-Man I own. Every variant, the amount I've got. As you can see, I've got loads of some of them and not many of the others. But anyway, enough of that. I just thought I'd give you a quick look at them all. And now we're going to get into my top 10. So let's start with number 10. Alright then guys, coming in at number 10, we have Ultimate Spider-Man. Now this Spider-Man, I'm not even going to tell you what sets it's in. It's in so many of them. When Marvel relaunched in 2012, this was the Spider-Man that was used for years, and I mean years, 2018, 19, really until until Marvel got part of the licensing back off Fox, I think. But yeah, anyway, this is the one that started it all, really, and I actually really did like it at the time. As you can see on the back, it's not the most inspiring Spider logo, but it is the Spider-Man classic, so I'm not going to complain. And yeah, just in general, I thought it was good to give some love to the one that started it all. So coming in at number 10 is the Ultimate Spider-Man. Alright then guys, coming in at number 9, we have Night Monkey. Now this is from set number 76128, the Molten Man Battle, and it is actually a set I've reviewed on the channel. Now, I'll straight away say I actually really like this variant of Spider-Man. You can see good blending from torso to body, and again, you will see more of my in-depth review on this minifigure if you go and watch the review on the channel. However, I thought it's a good idea to give you another quick look at it, and yeah, just on a whole, I think this minifigure is absolutely gorgeous, and just the detailing's good. It's got the right amount of printing, I think, and again, no back leg printing, a bit disappointing, but the head printing's gorgeous. It really does look movie accurate, and yeah, on a whole, just an absolutely lovely minifigure. So guys, coming in at number 8 is bing, it's Spider-Girl. Now straight away I've got to say this is an absolutely lovely minifigure, and of course it is part of set number 76057, Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle, and I do think it's actually exclusive to that set, but I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I won't go too crazy on this minifigure as it will be in a review that's coming out on the channel in the coming weeks. So I'm not going to go crazy in depth on it. However, I will just say, taking a look at it, it is a really, really nice minifigure. And especially for when the time it was released, it is actually, I just think it's very good and very accurate. So yeah, on a whole, a lovely minifigure. So guys, coming in at number 7, we have the Scarlet Spider. What a lovely minifigure. Now, this is also from Lego set number 76057, Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle. Sorry, that's a mouthful, I've got to be honest. But yeah, this is obviously from that set as well. And again, I think this is exclusive to that set, although I could be wrong. So again, it's not one that I'm going to go crazy in depth on, but as you can see, it is very nice. And I've got to be honest, I absolutely love the use of silver on this minifigure. But anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself and say too much because it will be reviewed on the channel in the coming weeks. So guys, coming in at number 6, in case you can't tell, it is this Spider-Man. Now, the reason I say this Spider-Man is because this is actually from the Advent Calendar. Yes, the 2021 Advent Calendar. And I have already, again, reviewed that on the channel, but let's just take a moment to appreciate this torso piece. Wow. I mean, it just is gorgeous. The jacket is amazing. The colours are amazing. Now, I know this looks more blue to you on from behind the camera, but genuinely, take it from me, it is turquoise, and it works so well with the yellow they've used as well. And obviously, the printing on the back, the Spider-Man, is gorgeous. The use, just the whole minifigure is really, really good. And the torso is really what makes it. So yeah, this is number 6, and it's an absolute beauty of a minifigure. Alright then guys, coming in at number 6, and you could say I'm cheating here, but I don't think I am. It is this version of Peter Parker, who is Spider-Man. So I'm counting him as a Spider-Man minifigure. Now, this is obviously from set number 76129, Hydro Man Attack, from the Far From Home line. I've finally managed to get Far From Home, No Way Home and Homecoming. I can differentiate between the lot of them now. Finally, it took me a while, but we got there. Now, the reason that I put this so high, the mid-mark really, is because it's an absolutely beautiful variant of the minifigure. I mean, mainly, I'm going to be honest, it is to do with the torso. Now, the torso you can see is the Spider-Man suit underneath his jacket, and I love the use of that. And again, it's incredibly accurate to the movie, or the scene in the movie that this Lego set is meant to display. But the bit that takes the whole thing, it's got to be the headpiece. Now, this is just a Spider-Man mask, and it just is gorgeous. And even if you didn't want to use it as a Spider-Man mask, it's still a pretty cool headpiece regardless. And I just think this might be one of the most underrated versions of Spider-Man. I think it's so cool, and genuinely, I'd like to see more of this sort of hidden identity superhero thing. I think the use of normal clothes and the superhero costume works so well together. So yeah, on a whole, an absolutely outstanding version of Spider-Man or Peter Parker, whichever you prefer. Okay then guys, coming in at number 4, we have another Far From Home minifigure. Now, I know for a fact a lot of people rate this very highly as probably the best version of Spider-Man we've ever had. And maybe at the time of release, you could say that, and I would agree. However, I think since then we've had some better versions, as we'll get into. However, I want to say this is a gorgeous minifigure. Now, this minifigure is split from set number 76130, Stark Jet and Drone Attack. Again, a Lego set that I have already reviewed on the channel, so go and check that out, even though that review came out in 2020. Give it a watch and see what you think. My early reviewing skills were nowhere near as good as they are now. But anyway, looking at the minifigure, I can see why so many people rate this minifigure so highly. I mean, take a look at the detailing on the torso, on the arms, arm printing, that much detail on the arms, we never see that. Also, the leg printing, whilst very subtle, they've also used half and half legs, which are absolutely gorgeous. However, no printing on the back or detailing on the sides, but I'm sure we can let that slide when his torso, arms, and in fairness, his headpiece are absolutely top drawer. So yeah, coming in at number 4 is this gorgeous minifigure. Alright then guys, well here we are at the top 3, and coming in at 3rd place is the only Lego minifigure on this list from Spider-Man No Way Home. It is this gorgeous minifigure. Now, this is split from Lego set number 76185, Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop. Now, again, it is the only minifigure from No Way Home on this list anyway. However, take a look at this minifigure. I mean, I get it. Everyone said this one was gorgeous when it came out, but this is just on another level. I mean, again, no arm printing, which is probably what this has over this minifigure. However, I'm going to say it straight away, I prefer Spider-Man suits when they're black and red. It's just always been a colour combination in my life. Like, whenever anything, it's always black and red. So yeah, the fact that this is a black minifigure, or has so much black on it, and has so much red as well, and it blends so well. And again, you know my thoughts on gold. I don't like gold. However, they've used it so well here. They've gone a touch overboard on the back, I won't lie. They're unnecessary. However, I can forgive that when the minifigure itself looks this good. So yeah, 3rd place, No Way Home, an absolutely astounding minifigure. Alright then guys, well, we're on to 2nd place, and I won't lie, just before I'm filming this, I've switched 1st place and 2nd place. So this is the minifigure that almost made 1st place. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You may be thinking the last 2 minifigures you've seen are better than this one. In my opinion, they're not, and I'll tell you for why. I don't I like over the top and flashy, and again, this minifigure, in fact, we'll get it for comparison. Yeah, you can see it has a lot more going on and is much more jazzed up. However, I would still take this minifigure, and I'll tell you for why. The reason being is because I think it works so well. Now, this is the minifigure from Lego set number 30443. It's a poly bag, and it's called Spider-Man Bridge Battle, and it is from Far From Home. Now, again, as I just stated, I prefer the black and red versions of Spider-Man, just in general. It's a colour combination that I've loved my whole life, and I think it works well together. And this minifigure has gold, this does not. The silver is perfect to accent the highlights on this minifigure. And if we take a look at the back printing is enough. Do you know what I mean? It's not over the top, it's not too much, it's the right amount, and I love that. And even though it's an accessory and a sticker, I love this accessory, but that doesn't count towards my decision. Dual molded legs as well, and I've got to be honest, it's just a belter of a minifigure. So yeah, again, I stated at the start of the video, this is just my opinion. Alright then guys, well, there's all my minifigures, and I guess you're waiting for me to show you number 1. I'm going to keep you in a bit of suspense, as some of you may have seen me taking them off and seen the gap and gone, I know what minifigure's coming next. However, I think most of you know what is going to be number 1. So, without further ado, let's reveal number 1, and it is none other than the Iron Spider. I mean, come on, was I really ever going to pick anything else? Now, take into account, yeah, that I'm not taking into account, that's a bit of a riddle, but you know what I mean, I'm not taking into account the, what do you call it, the accessories. In fact, I'm even going to take the wings off, I really am, and I'm even going to take off his shooters as well, because this minifigure does it right. Now, I just stated when talking about the last minifigure that I prefer the silver and the black. And I do. I'm not trying to say I don't. However, when you think of Spider-Man, this is an image that will come into your head. And that scene when he first gets the Iron Spider suit sticks out in everyone's mind. Oh, come on! So yeah, you can't really blame me for picking this at number 1. And again, the right amount of use of gold on the front, the legs and the arms, and incredible arm printing of course as well. And again, even though I prefer the black and the red, this navy blue and red works amazing. It's Spider-Man, it's meant to be blue and red, I understand that. However, in terms of movie accuracy, it's incredibly accurate. And obviously the arms, whilst a bit shorter, I won't lie, they really work well to make the minifigure come together nicely. So taking a look at the back printing, and again, I would maybe even say an argument could be made for the fact that there's a bit too much going on. However, I think it works well. And we're talking about a minifigure that's accurate to a movie, and this definitely is. Now, my only complaint is that the legs aren't dual molded, but they're still printed. So yeah, definitely an amazing minifigure, and in my opinion, deserving to be at the number 1 spot. Also, just because I'm not sure if I said it, this is actually split from Lego set number 76108, the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown, and it is from the Infinity War line. So yeah, on a whole, a beautiful minifigure. And again, I just think with the accessories, it just works well. If you pull his arms up as well, they can all point forward, and I just think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous minifigure, and it's accurate to the movie. And when it comes to MCU minifigures, that's all I want. I want them to be accurate to the movie. So guys, just quickly, a big shout out to the ones that didn't make it. There's a couple of them here. They didn't make it onto the top 10. This didn't make it onto the top 10. Again, more of the same. He didn't make it. Miles Morales there didn't make it. Another Ultimate Spider-Man. And yeah, this is another No Way Home figure, which I think is very accurate, but I just don't like it that much. So yeah, in general, there are the ones that didn't make it and the ones that did. Alright then guys, that was a look at my top 10 Lego Spider-Man minifigures that I own, my own personal ranking, my own opinions. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think, and if you think I've missed some out. But bear in mind, I'm just basing it on the ones I own. Anyway, let's get right into the outro. Let's go! Alright then guys, well there you have it. That was my top 10 Lego Marvel Spider-Man minifigures that I own. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with my ranking. Let me know if I've missed any out. And let me know if there's any versions of Spider-Man that I don't have that are better than the one I put at number 1, which is, of course, the glorious Iron Spider. So, guys, I thought that would be a pretty interesting video, or a pretty good video to start Lego Spider-Man September off. Let me know what you think. Put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to the channel. Honestly, you are making my dreams come true. I don't want to get sentimental and soppy, but you are very slowly making my dreams come true. So thank you so much. And again, I know I said it at the start of the video, but a big shout out to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, if you could check out my Instagram, it will be linked down in the description below. It's just photos of my Lego Marvel collection and what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. It's not that exciting, but if you want to drop it a follow, I'd really appreciate it. Alright then guys, well there you have it. That is the end of the video. The next Lego Spider-Man September video will be coming out on Wednesday, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. I say Wednesday in the UK. I don't know what that translates to for the rest of the world, but yeah, Wednesday UK will be the next video, so keep your eyes peeled. So there you have it guys. All that's left to say is thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!